Alright then, hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to do another Hack the Box challenge. And the Hack the Box challenge that we're going to be doing today is going to be called Horror Feeds, which is a web challenge released almost a year ago, or like a few earlier this year, I guess. And the very first thing what you do is once you open up this site, you get this sign in page with name and password. So one of the very first things I guess you usually try is just admin, just to be sure. Admin. Default credentials. We're just waiting. Please wait. Please wait. And the reason why you try this just to make sure that like anything's happened for the most part. Oh, it looks like that didn't work. Oh, let me turn this down right here. That didn't work, I'm guessing. Hello. We're not gonna test this out too much because invalid credentials. No, that didn't work either. We're not testing it out too much just because we have source code given to us and I already unzipped it, but let's try registering a user. So let's go on and register. Oh, please input. So I'll just put Danny and I'll just register and see what happens. See what happens right here. I'm just checking the request to see what happens. Response. Okay. So then I just log in. Dashboard. And I guess once we registered, we see like a surveillance camera, just a feed camera of just looking at all the cameras, I guess. And that's about it for the most part. Nothing too crazy. That's initially it that we do at the beginning, just to check what's going on for the most part. Now, what we could do right now is look directly at the source code. So that's the first things we're going to do. So one of the very first things that we should check is just the Docker file to see what's going on. So if I do cat Docker file, we see that it's a Python project, and it seems to be using PyJWT, which is, if you guys don't know already, is a form of authentication. It's using Flask with MySQL. So probably MySQL injection, but not too sure. We see that the flag is placed. We see there's a flag, create a challenge, and that's about it. Now let's check entry point, because let's see if there's anything interesting there. Cat entry point. See cat entry point. So it looks like right here we have SQL server starting up, which is MariaDB. And then it creates a database called Horror Feeds. And then in Horror Feeds, there seems to be a username and password associated with every user. And then right here, it looks like Horror Feeds, you could insert an admin, and we have the actual admin, I guess the admin password hash right here. But we could try to crack it, but I doubt that's the way that you're supposed to do this challenge. And then we just see, I guess, the creation of the database, and that's about it. Let's keep on exploring this application. So we probably check build Docker, but I don't think there's nothing. Yeah, this just builds a Docker container. So let's go on to the challenge itself. So if we go on challenge and then we cat run.py, all we see is just like it's opening a port, so we know where the web application is going to be. And this one is just, if you were to run it locally, I guess the port will open in 1337. So we check applications, and then we see util main database config. The one that I want to check is just main to make sure what's going on. So by checking main, we see that there's a routes. Like, that's the very first thing I see, routes. And when you think of routes, you could think of like the different sites, the different endpoints that you have access to inside the site, or like the different types of URLs that you have in the site. Now looking at this, we see that they have error handling for 404 is not found, for 400 bad request. I mean, that's good enough, but I don't think that's that important that we have to notice right now. What we could check is the routes and the database code. So if we check on application blueprints.routes, so if we go back one, we go on application, and then we go on blueprints, and then we cat routes. Let's see what we have. So on routes we have dashboard, which is I think what we're initially on. Yeah, dashboard. Oh, we have dashboard, and then dashboard.html, and then I guess flag seems to be associated with dashboard, so we'll probably check this out on the dashboard.template. We have a logout, login, then we have auth, register, and that's about it. Now, knowing this, we could probably check out dashboard just to see what's going on with dashboard itself. So, or blueprint, yeah, blueprint. So if we go on static, because that's usually where the, let me go on JS. Oh wait, no, not there. Videos, not. It might be dashboard actually, no. CD template, yep. Cat dashboard.html. If we go on dashboard.html, one of the very first things that we notice, is that there seems to be a logic with admin. If the user is equal to admin, we get access to the flag. If we scroll down, we get to see that there's an option to get the flag. And if admin, software control, disable, and then right here, flag right here gets called. Right here on line 168 in dashboard.html. So if the user is admin, we that's the way we get the flag on dashboard. So if we're signed in as admin right here, we're able to see the flag. That's the whole point of this challenge. And then to do that, we just take a quick look at, I guess, how they register, because we already saw how they log in. So if you go on back to the application itself, we go to blueprints, cat routes, no, yes, that should be login API. If okay, so JSON authenticates, you get 200, and then 403 for invalid credentials. You register. That's about it. So we'll just check on database, because that's the thing we need to get check. We haven't checked yet. If we check on cat database, when you log in, we see some SQL queries, but the one that seems kind of interesting is the one when you register. We get, it selects everything from user where the username is equal to the string username, and if it exists, it returns false. So we can't inject admin, because if admin exists, it's gonna return false. So this is not possible. So we can't use this query, but we could use is this one right in this example right here. Insert into username and the hash. Username and hash. This is gonna be the secret on how to beat this challenge. Because if you guys don't know, I guess with Flask, or no, MySQL, there seems to be something like a cool feature on MySQL called on duplicate. So if you go on duplicate key update. So if you specify an on duplicate key update clause and the row to be inserted would it cause duplicate value in a unique or primary index or update the old row occurs. So in our case, what we'll do is just update our old values. We'll update the password of the admin with something that we know, and we could test this out to see that there's a MySQL injection. Because if we go on inspect, I think inspect it. Oh my god, we're just waiting for this to reload. Well, let's just log out for now. Let me just put Danny, and log in. and log out. And then we should see a login. We could try Danny. Let's try hello. Let's try registering. We get JSON error. You have an error in SQL syntax. Check the corresponds to your MariaDC version of the right syntax to the nearest user to use near. So let's see right here. Password hello. So what we could do is just register as admin in our case, and then with that we're able to update the password, because if right here it prints out our password for hello, so we don't have to use, so we could just copy this. This is hello but like encrypted with that password. So if we copy this and just resend it, response, resend, we go right here, yeah, hello. Danny. So with this we could just do admin, and then we could just do this along with this, and then we could just copy. We could put a random junk value right here. It doesn't have to be anything, so you just probably put yo, and then we could just close it off, and then do on duplicate key update username equals admin, password is equal to whatever we copied from right here, response. So we just copy this response, password is equal to that, and then after that we'll just end this with hashtag to comment everything out. So what this line does is gonna insert admin and yo inside the register key, but then and later on in the logic on duplicate key update, it's just gonna update admin with this new password, and this new password is basically hello, which is what I typed here, I'm pretty sure. So if we send this, we should get on key. Oh wait, that didn't work for the most part. Wait, I need to check my payload to be sure, cause horror feet. Cause I'm pretty sure I did this right. Oh wait, I might just need to add something right here. Password. Yo. Let me just send this. You should get 200, and then response. Username registered. Please log in. So now if we just log in with admin, and then just type hello, it should work. And now we're logged in as admin. And then if we look all the way down, we see the flag. And then we just insert it. So that was pretty much it for this challenge. So I guess the whole point of this challenge was to understand that right here there seems to be a SQL injection because there seems to be no sanitation. I guess when it comes to username, there's no sanitation at all. But when it comes to right here, since there's no sanitation at all, but it's still checking if admin exists, so you can't just put where username equals admin and then select all, because if it exists, it just returns false right here. But what we could do is, if you understand this logic, you're able to do the on duplicate key to replace the previously made password that was made. You can replace the previously made password that was initialized with right here an entry point. So you could update the password of admin. Whatever this value is, you could update it with your own personal value by using the on duplicate key updating the admin with the new password that you generated. And yeah, that was basically all it for this challenge. Hope you guys learned something new today, and that was about it for me. Peace.